Hey guys, it's Michelle, and today's video is going to be all about different cartoon conspiracy theories. I've done a cartoon conspiracy theories before a few months ago, I think. A fucking long ass time ago. I don't know, I have no concept of time, to be honest. But I did a video before, but these are different cartoons and different conspiracy theories, obviously. The first cartoon we're going to be talking about is Gravity Falls. This is one of my most requested conspiracy theory videos ever, but we're gonna only dive into the fucking surface of this like TV show because it's fucking crazy. There's so much shit behind the show and I've barely ever watched it. It always freaked me out, but if you guys really like this show and you want me to watch all of the seasons because it's over now, I will do that for you guys and do a conspiracy theory of kind of the unsolved things that, because I'm not sure, I'll look up conspiracy theories from the show, but I think some of them were solved in the beginning, so I don't really know which ones were solved after the beginning of the show. So if you guys would want that, let me know. I can do extra research it and get that out for you guys. But Gravity Falls is an animated TV series that aired on Disney Channel on June 15th of 2012 and had quite a long run when the series came to an end 4 years later on February 15th, 2016. The TV show was actually pretty popular with an older crowd of people, I would say. I mean, yeah, I know there were kids that watched it, but I felt pretty, a lot of adults watched the show, teenagers, for Disney Channel, it's pretty old audience was watching this show, and that's why I think you guys requested a lot of conspiracy theories surrounding this, but we're going to mostly be talking about how this show could connect to the Illuminati. So in the opening credits of Gravity Falls, there is a triangle man that is seen in the center of a page in the book. But what could this possibly mean? How does it correlate? Why the fuck would this particular show be talking about the Illuminati? And that's what gets me into Disney Channel and Disney itself, Disney as in the whole franchise being a part of the Illuminati. Disney has been incredibly speculated to be part of the Illuminati, and I fucking believe it. There's a lot of shit, there's a lot of evidence. I'm gonna be doing an entire video about Disney being connected to the Illuminati and all the just different conspiracy theories surrounding Disney, Walt Disney himself, and everything Disney related. That'll be coming relatively soon, probably after I get back from New York. Probably sometime in the last week of March, maybe, I don't know. But it's actually going to be a collab with someone special, but I'm waiting to tell you who. This message could be displaying through Disney because Disney is supposed to have such a prominent stance in the Illuminati. Because Walt Disney was actually said to be in the Illuminati. There's just a lot of subliminal messages behind a lot of Disney movies. So it's no shock that a TV show like Gravity Falls has different subliminal messages, such as the all-seeing eye symbol, literally the fucking triangle with the eye in the middle. That's the all-seeing eye, it's on the dollar bill, and it is known to be an Illuminati reference. So I find that pretty interesting that they would use one of their TV shows that they know is gaining, or that they know gained, a older audience. Maybe they were trying to force the subliminal messages on kids and teenagers. It's pretty fucking creepy if you think about it. The next few conspiracy theories have all to do with Adventure Time. Adventure Time is an animated show that aired on the Cartoon Network in 2010, and it's still going on today, but I think it's slowly coming to a close at this point, 7 years later, which is insane. That's a long ass time for a TV show to run, and especially a cartoon. But a lot of people love this show. A lot of, like I said, young adults, teenagers, really like this show as well, which I find very interesting, and there are tons of conspiracy theories surrounding the show because this show is fucking weird. So let's dive into them. The first conspiracy theory is that Adventure Time is set in a post-apocalyptic California. It's pretty interesting because Adventure Time is clearly set on Earth, and it's in a place called Ooh. And it is thought that it is said to be 1,000 years after the nuclear apocalypse. And one of the biggest conspiracy theories of where Adventure Time is supposed to be set is a post-apocalyptic California. The first piece of evidence behind the theory is that most of the characters in the series speak in an American accent, which makes it logical to assume that Adventure Time takes place somewhere in America. Also, the license plate on the Clambulance food truck looks like a Californian license plate. Another thing is that there's a street sign reading 101, which people think represents the 101 freeway. So, I don't know, what do you guys think? I feel like it makes a lot of sense that it would be in a post-apocalyptic America, but California, I don't know, looks pretty dry, so like maybe interesting. Next conspiracy theory surrounding Adventure Time ties in with Flapjack. I fucking loved Flapjack as a kid. I literally love this TV series. I watched it all the time. It was so weird and just like the most weird show ever, to be honest, but I loved it nonetheless. And this conspiracy theory I actually find pretty interesting because it really does add up, and it is that in Flapjack, how they always are trying to get to Candied Island, that Candied Island is actually Candy Kingdom in Adventure Time. We can start making the connections between Peppermint Larry because he had already been to Candied Island. He told Flapjack that he's been there, and that's when he like makes his candied wife. So according to the conspiracy theory, when Peppermint Larry went to Candied Island, or aka went to Candy Kingdom, he met Princess Bubblegum there, who we can assume might actually be the person who inspired his candy wife. I find that so fucking weird, like so fucking interesting. Obviously they're both made by Cartoon Network and they are both Cartoon Network shows, so that's what makes it even more interesting, and I feel like it fucking makes sense. It just really ties in. Also, the candy wife could kind of loosely look like Princess Bubblegum, to be honest. I find it so interesting, and it's really cool to see, like, I love when, like, TV shows, people think TV shows from, like, the same network connect. It's my favorite thing. I think it just freaks me out. I love it. The last Adventure Time conspiracy theory is that it's all in Finn's head. This is perhaps the most popular conspiracy theory surrounding Adventure Time, and it is just that Finn is just a normal kid, and the entirety of Adventure Time only exists within Finn's overactive imagination. That just sounds like all fun and cute and like, oh, he's just like having a fun like time imagining these things and just, you know, going on adventures in his imagination. A lot of kids, you know, have imaginary friends, or maybe he's even telling these stories to his actual dog, Jake. However, of course, there is a dark side to this conspiracy theory because it's a conspiracy theory, obviously. There's going to be a dark one. And according to the darker conspiracy theory, it still only exists in Finn's head, but it is because when Finn was growing up, he was a very lonely kid and his only friend was his dog, Jake. And when Jake passed away, Finn tragically decided to try to commit suicide, but ended up landing in a coma instead. And all of these adventures that are happening is just his imagination while he's in the coma, or his dreams, that he's imagining himself going on all of these crazy adventures with his dead dog. It's fucking depressing. Like, that's literally, like, this, I just hope that's not what they had in mind. I mean, there are so many conspiracy theories with all cartoons, but I find that one to be pretty interesting because it's definitely a dark turn, but there's a lot of dark turns to a lot of different Cartoon Network conspiracy theories. So it wouldn't really shock me if it were true. The last conspiracy theory I'm going to be talking about today has to do with Frozen, and it is one of my favorite conspiracy theories because I think Disney should do this, but it's that Elsa is gay. There's not that much evidence behind Elsa being a lesbian other than the fact that just Let It Go in general is a really interesting song. It seems like it could represent something more than just the power within her. It seems like the power within her could also just be her true self, and that she feels like she can't be her true self around other people, which is why she's constantly having to hide. And if you even just think of the words in Let It Go, such as let it go, turn away and slam the door, I don't care what they're going to say, let the storm rage on, the cold never bothered me anyway. Like, maybe she means like the cold attitude that she'll be given if she comes out of the closet. I find it pretty interesting. Idina Menzel and Ellen actually talked about this conspiracy theory, and Idina Menzel said that she was totally down to have a gay Elsa for Frozen 2. I don't know if it'll happen. That would be definitely a huge move for Disney. That'd be fucking insane. That'd be awesome. I really hope they do it. I mean, the Beauty and the Beast thing, so that's pretty cool. I'm just excited for the future. That'd be so dope. But yeah, that is all the cartoon conspiracy theories that I'm going to be talking about today. If you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments your favorite cartoons that you want me to do conspiracy theory videos on. I think they're sometimes fun to do because it's not as scary as like the fucking like celebrities because they're like real people, or like just like real life conspiracy theories. Sometimes it's nice to just take a break and have theories about cartoons, at least for me, because that's honestly where my love for conspiracy theories flourished and started. So yeah, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram. I'm always posting really dope shit on there. And if you want to check out my latest video, you can click right here and click right here to subscribe for new videos every single day. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye!